Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you could hear me, but it seems you can. Okay. Now, next question. Let's see, can you see my screen? I think it's loaded.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay. So, welcome, guys. So, I think that I will start with you guys. So,
Hi, teacher.
hi. Hello. Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, teacher.
All right. Okay. Great. So, I see that. Uh, More people are joining. It's good. Okay. Um, so once again, welcome. Today is October 13th, right? Um, let's see. We'll continue with this unit, guys, which is unit 3 and about HR procedures. In this unit, what we will do, or pretty much today, is that you will be able to exchange questions and answers about meetings, trainings, or other work-related events using the simple past of be, right? Um, I was just reading the message here from Raquel. She says that she's out and she will get home late. So she will be joining around 9, okay? Okay, so as I was saying, you will be learning today how to exchange questions and answers, right? So we will practice today, uh, how to ask those type of questions, right? Using the past of be, right? There are like some examples that I have for you, right? And remember that these questions, they are related to meetings, trainings, or work-related events, right? Um, that's something that we will try to practice, right? And the intention here is that you have like those mini conversations, asking those questions using this particular structure. Now we have this agenda for today. We have a class review, and then it says describing last training attended, right? We are going to learn how to make comparisons. I believe that this is a topic that you know very well, so it will be a piece of cake for you. And then we will have the wrap up, right? So let's just start with the class review. It says to answer each of the questions for the trivia provided, right? I have some questions here. We will discuss those questions, right? And then if you answer correctly, you will get a point for the correct answer. If it is not correct, unfortunately, you won't get any point. But let's find out who gets more correct answers. Just give me a minute. Okay, I'm planning to have this over here. Okay, well, unfortunately, I cannot do it from here. Okay, I think that I will stop sharing the screen and let me try to share from here. All right, I think that I will ask you the questions just like this, right? Um, okay, very quickly. If you know the answer, I will ask you a question. If you know the answer, I need you to please open your microphone or unmute yourself and tell us the answer. If the answer is correct, you get a point. If you don't get the right answers, no worries. You can continue trying. Okay. So the first question is, right? Oh, and also, if you don't know the answers right now, right, you can Google it. That's not a problem. But make sure that you use all of the sources that you have available, right? You can Google it, you can have somebody next to you. That's not a problem. Okay, here we go. Question number 1 for the trivia. Question number 1 says, I think that I will ask you, because of time, just 5 questions. Okay, what is the capital city of France? What is the capital city of France? What is the
Paris,
answer, guys?
Paris, Paris.
Exactly, Paris. Okay, great job. Thank you. Okay, address, you have the first point. Great. All right. For the rest, you can continue participating, no worries. All right, the next question. How many continents are there in the world? How many continents are there in the world?
5, teacher. 5.
Okay. Andres says 5. Okay. Okay. What about the rest? Do you agree or you have a different answer? How many continents, guys, in the world?
6.
Okay, Hazel says 6. Okay, thank you. Any other opinion? Mhm. Right, nobody else? Okay, actually, in this case, guys, the correct answer is 7, right? We have 7 continents in the world, so there is no point for anyone, but that's okay. Let's continue. My next question for you is, uh, what is the main language spoken in Japan? What is the language or the main language people
Yeah,
speak in Japan?
yeah. Japanese.
Japan teacher is
Japanese.
Japanese.
All right, so I have 2 here opinions for, okay, Julio, Andres, say Japanese. And yes, that is correct, right? It's a language, Japanese. Okay, good job. Now we have just 2 more questions. The next question is, um, This one, it's probably a little bit easier. Okay, how many legs? What is that, guys? What is the meaning of leg?
Menos.
No, leg.
Let.
Right here. How many legs does a spider have? How many legs does a spider have? I wrote it in the
Do
chat.
8 teacher.
Okay, Julius says 8. Okay.
I thinking 8.
Okay. Julius think 8. What about the rest, guys? What do you think? Legs.
8, teacher.
Okay, Ernesto says 8. All right, thank you, Ernesto. And the answer, yes, actually it's correct. The spider has 8 legs. Great, great job. All right, this is the last question. Okay, right now we have a draw, right? We have the same score for Andres and Julio, right? They have 2 points each.
You
This is
keep
the,
silent address.
now, this is the last question. I'm looking for something easy for you. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna use this one. This is about science, but it's easy. What do you call a group of stars forming a pattern in the night sky? How do you call a group of stars forming a pattern in the night sky?
I think constellations.
Constellation. Okay. All right, thank you, Ernesto. What about the rest? What do you think? No more ideas? Okay.
Galaxy.
Yeah,
Galaxy. Okay. Julius says Galaxy and I'm sorry, Andres?
no idea.
Okay, you have no idea about it.
No
Okay.
idea.
All right. Actually, the answer is what Ernesto said, right? It's constellation, right? That's a constellation. All right. Wow. Okay. This is getting more interesting. Okay. So now we have 3 people with 2 points. So we have Andres, Julio, and Ernesto with 2 points each. Okay. Okay. I need another question.
More acid, teacher, more acid.
Yeah, it's gonna be an easy question. Okay.
What time is
Easy,
it?
teacher.
All right, an
Easy.
easy question. An easy question. You should know this one. Okay. The question is, which letters or letter, you can tell me only one, letter or letters are not in the English alphabet, and we do have it in the Spanish alphabet.
TH and double L.
Sí, teacher.
Yes, but what, Julius? Okay, Ernesto, he told me an answer. Okay. Which letters or letter, you can tell me only one, are not in the English alphabet compared to the Spanish alphabet? You know, the English alphabet and the Spanish alphabet are different.
Doble L.
Ñ,
Alright,
La ñ.
Ñ.
Alright,
No exist in vocabulary of the English. In English. Yes.
alright, okay, perfect. And actually, yes, but actually Ernesto was the first one that answered that question. Okay. There are like different letters. Double L is not in the alphabet. Uh, the letter ñ, right? It does not exist in the English alphabet. Actually, there are no words with letter ñ, right? In English. So when you hear people speaking in Spanish using that letter, it sounds really unusual, right? The pronunciation, right? So good job. So at this point, great job, Ernesto. Great job. So you're the winner. Great. Okay.
Thank you.
Great job. And thank you for the rest, right? Because you were participating. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now, because of time, I need to continue and oops, watch out. Okay. And we need to well, I need to check the attendance, right? Just give me a minute and I will check the attendance. Okay, here we go. So is Diana Carolina Martinez in this class? Good evening.
Present, teacher. Good evening.
All right, thank you, Diana. Okay. Is Hazel Carolina buen día in our class too? Good evening.
Good evening. Present.
All right, thank you. Is Carlos Ernesto Martinez in our class?
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you, Ernesto. Of course, Ernesto is here, right? He was the winner in the previous game. Thank you, Ernesto. What about Eva Maria? Good evening. Okay, probably she's not here yet. Raquel Mejia, she texted on the chat, right? That she will be joining around 9, right? Because she's getting home late. Okay. So she asked for permission. Ready here. Okay, now Diana Seraí, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Present.
All right, thank you, Diana. Now we go with Andres Contreras, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. I am here.
All right, thank you, Andres. Carlos Fernando Sumaeta, good evening. Okay, he's not here. Okay, the next person is Francisco. No, sorry. Julio Cesar Merino, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Present.
All right, thank you, Julius. All right. Now we go with Darian Stephanie, good evening. Okay, Darian is not here yet. Laura Carolina, good evening. Nope, okay, Laura is not here yet. Ernesto Figueroa, good evening. Okay, no, it's not here yet. Pedro Perez Martinez, good evening. Okay, it's not here, not yet. Paola Gonzalez Lopez, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. I'm here.
All right, thank you, Paola. Okay, now Hector Mauricio Acosta, good evening. Okay, it's not here yet. Precia Noemi Alvarado. Well, she texted, right, in our chat that due to personal reasons, she won't be in class today. Okay, so she will be absent today, right, due to personal reasons. Okay. And we also have Jason Ben Picado. No, Jason is not here either.
Teacher, is the Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. I know. Yeah, it's true. It's Friday. For some people, it's payday, right? You got your check, right? And yeah, that's understandable. It's Friday and the body knows it, so I understand. All right, but thank you guys for the ones that are here, right? I know it's a sacrifice, especially on Friday, but let's get started. All right, can you see my screen, guys?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
teacher.
All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay. So in this part, it says describing the last training attended, right? So again, you will be exchanging questions and answers, right? So in other words, you will interview, right, each other. You will have many interviews together, right, asking information. That's the idea with this activity. Okay, I have some questions that we will discuss together, and then we'll start with the activities for today. So my first question for you is, when was the last time you attended a training? When was the last time you attended a training? What is your answer to this question? Let's say, okay, I think I'm gonna pick some money. Okay, what if I ask, let's say, Paola, when was the last time you attended a, oh, sorry, hold on just a minute. All right, so when was the last time you attended a training, Paola?
I was 7 months ago.
All right, once you've been a training, you said 7 months?
Yes.
7 months ago, okay. Yeah, that's like, I mean, a few months, right? Okay.
When I start in my work,
Oh, okay. Like when you started, all right. And what did you learn in that training, Paola?
I learned in my process the assistant administrations.
Okay, as an administration.
Use the systems. I can say planillas,
Yes. Okay, how do you say finance? Is it payroll?
payroll.
Okay. Was this training easy or difficult for you?
Eh, It's
Mhm.
easy,
Okay, hold on. Just want to check. All right, so it was easy for you. Okay.
but I I I don't study contability.
Okay. So
Didn't.
you didn't study accounting. Okay. All right. Okay, that sounds very interesting. So when you started in this new job, in this new position, you had the training and you learn about the process as an administration assistant and payroll. Okay, very good. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, great job, Paola. Now we will ask a boy this time. Okay, what about, for example, you, Andres? When was the last time you attended a training?
This day, teacher,
Oh, okay.
in the afternoon, in the morning,
All right, today
well,
morning.
on industrial safety investigation work accident.
Okay. And what did you learn in this training specifically?
Uh, industrial safety,
Industrial, sorry?
industrial safety,
Safety,
safe, exactly.
industrial safety. Okay. When you
Uh,
say industrial safety, what is industrial safety exactly?
a specific investigation work accident.
Work access. Okay. Okay. So in this case, it's like this investigation is to right here formulate, that's what you mean, like to know the main reason of accidents at work.
Yes, teacher, accidents at work in my workplace.
Oh, okay. Is that very common in your workplace, Andres? Accidents?
No, teacher, poco, pocos
Okay.
accidentes.
Little accidents. Little accidents. Okay. So they are not very common. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Andres. Okay, that sounds very
Thank you,
interesting.
teacher.
That sounds very, very interesting. Okay, good. Now, if you notice, guys, depending on like our job, right? We have different type of trainings, right? For some people, it's about the process that it's necessary to know and follow for the position, right? That we develop. For some others, right? It's more related to like the company itself, right? Maybe a process, or like in this case for Andres, to avoid or to understand the main reason of accidents for employees at the company. All right, okay, thank you guys. You will have that opportunity to interview each other, right? This was just a little bit of practice for you. We have this conversation here. It says, listen to your teacher, read the conversation, and then practice with a partner. So we have two people here. We have Lana and Lorna. I will read this conversation for you. So it says, hey Lorna, how are you? Did you attend the training last week? Lana, yes, I did. The training was awesome. It was at the new hotel. Sounds great. Tell me everything about it. Was it difficult? Well, it wasn't that difficult, but it was very challenging. Many international speakers came. No kidding. Who were the speakers? Let's see. Andrew Johnson from England and Magali Sanini from Brazil. I love Miss Sanini. She was the first international CEO to visit our company 2 years ago. You're right. All right. I will read it one more time.
Teacher,
Tell me.
the pronunciations, who were the speaker? Como unido, who were?
Who were? That is
Thank you.
correct. Great observation. Think about it. That's correct. So we connect the two sounds. Who were the speakers? Who were the speakers? All right,
Who
great.
were the speaker?
Who are the speakers? Perfect. I like that you're like analyzing how to use the language, right? And this is very common, guys. Maybe I'm gonna explain that right now. In English, it's very common, guys, that we connect, that we join words, especially when we have okay, maybe I'm gonna ask you like that. How do you say, guys, how do you say in English vocal? How do you say that? How do you say vocal in English?
Vowel.
Vowel, that's correct. And how do you say consonante in English?
Consonant. Consonant.
Consonant, that's correct. Great job. So I will write it here in English. We connect or join words when we have, for example, a vowel and consonant. Like in this case, Paula's question, right? Who were the speakers? So we're connecting the letter O, that's the consonant sound, and the W. Who were the speakers?
In Spanish, teacher, es como que hay pronunciation only O.
Yes,
Who were?
something like that. Something like that. And also like this one. In this case, we have the other way around, right? En este caso, como al revés. We have consonant and vowel. Tell us. But in real conversation, we say tell us, right? So we are connecting, right? In that
Together,
case,
together.
that is correct.
Tell us. Okay.
Exactly. Great job, Julius. So we're putting these two words together, right? We had tell us, we connect them, right? We put them together, and that's very common in English and even in Spanish, right? We are connecting words to make the conversation more fluent, right? For that reason, I try to read, like naturally, because in real life, we don't read word by word, right? We connect sounds when it's possible. But that's a good observation that you brought into the class, Paula. Thank you. So whenever we have that combination, guys, vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, we connect vowel sounds specifically, right? We connect them, right? Because some of them, they don't really are like consonant sounds, right? Or vowel sounds, they are different. But that's just a matter of practice. All right, perfect. I will read it again, and then we will practice together. It says, hey, learner, how are you? Did you attend the training last week? Lana? Yes, I did. The training was awesome. It was at the new hotel. It was at the new hotel. Sounds great. Tell me everything. Tell me everything about it. Tell me everything about it. Once again, we're connecting. We're putting together consonants and vowels. Tell me everything about it. About it. Was it difficult? Was it difficult? Well, it wasn't that difficult, but it was very challenging. But it was very challenging. Many international speakers came. No kidding. Who were the speakers? Who were the speakers? Let's see. Andrew Johnson from England and Magali Zanini from Brazil. I love Miss Zanini. She was the first international CEO to visit our company 2 years ago. You're right. Okay, perfect. So that was a conversation. I need 2 volunteers to practice this conversation with me. Who's the
I'm
first
Me,
volunteer?
I volunteer.
All right, perfect. So I have Laura and Andres. Okay, perfect. Whenever you're ready, you can start.
Okay, I'm Lana.
Okay.
Hey Lorna, how are you? Did you attend the training last week?
Lana, yes, I did. The training was awesome. It was at the new hotel.
Sounds great. Tell me everything about it. Was it difficult?
Well, it wasn't the difficult, but it was very challenging. Many international speakers came.
No kidding. Who were the speaker?
Let's see. Andrew Johnson from England and Magali Zanini from Brazil.
I love Miss Zanini. She was the first international CEO to visit our company 2 years ago.
You're right.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, perfect. Great job. Okay, great job. Okay, very fluent. I like that. I'm just gonna repeat this word because I noticed that we had this confusion. This one is awesome. Awesome.
Also,
Mhm.
the training
And
was awesome.
awesome. All right, perfect. Thank you. And this one, no kidding.
No
No
kidding.
kidding.
No kidding.
That's right. Okay, perfect. Great job, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I need 2 more volunteers. Who are the next?
Me, teacher.
Me,
Me,
Daria.
teacher.
Julio.
Okay, so I had Julio and I think Darian. All right, thank you guys. So whenever you're ready.
Okay. You, Darian, start.
Okay. Hey, Lorna. How are you? Did you attend the training last week?
Lana, yes, I did it. The training was awesome. It was at the new hotel.
Sounds great. Tell me everything about it. Was it difficult?
Well, it wasn't that difficult, but it was very challenging. Many international speakers came.
No kidding. Who were the speaker?
Oh, let me see. Andrew Jackson from England, Magali Sassini from Brazil. Brazil.
I love Miss Zanini. She was the first international CEO EO to visit our company 2 years ago.
You are right.
All right. Okay, perfect, guys. Okay, great job. Okay, great job. Okay, yeah, I think that you did a great job. We'll just repeat some of these words that I noticed that there was some kind of confusion. Let's see. This one too. Okay. So again, this one, great job. It was awesome. This one, we pronounce it hotel. Hotel. The other one, hotel. So
hotel,
this one, no kidding.
no
Brazil.
kidding,
Mhm.
Brazil,
Brazil.
Brazil,
And the other one, CEO, right? CEO.
CDO. What means CDO, teacher?
No, CEO.
CDO.
CEO, it's like the manager, you know, the top manager in a company, right? Mostly it's
Okay.
like the owner. For example,
Executive.
yeah, like at executive
Yes.
level,
Okay.
right? Like for example, who is the CEO of SpaceX? If I'm not wrong, that's the name of the company. Who is the CEO, guys? Who is the top manager of this company?
Yeah.
I can say the owner,
The owner. That's
probably.
correct. Most of the time, yes, right? This is the owner. Great observation. Is the owner, right? Like another one. Who is the CEO of Facebook, for example? An idea? Who is the CEO of Facebook?
Is Elon Musk?
Okay, that's for SpaceX, right?
Mark
Uh-huh.
Zuckerberg.
That's Mark Zuckerberg, right? I'm not sure about the spelling, so I'm gonna grade it, but yeah, you know that's his last name, Zuckerberg.
Is
Okay.
top is Elon Musk is top.
It's the top, right? It's the top, the owner, right? Actually, he's the owner. Even now, Thor.
He is the owner the Meta.
Who? Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg? Or
Meta
Met?
Meta together with Facebook. And now,
Exactly.
yes, before is change of union. Oh, yes, Meta and Facebook.
Yes, that is correct. Great job. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, these guys, they have like different companies, let's say incomes actually. And yeah, that's what you said is correct. Okay, perfect. Great job, guys. Thank you. So let's continue because we will learn how to use this structure. But before that, I have some questions for you. Question number one is, how does Lorna describe the training? How does Lorna describe the training? So the training is boring, right? Is that what Lorna said about the training? Is correct? The training is boring?
Lorna say the training was awesome.
Was awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
right. All right, okay. What about the rest? What do you think, guys? What is another characteristic that Lorna said about the training? Only awesome?
For Lorna, the training is challenge. Was a
Okay.
challenge.
Was a challenge, right? Exactly, right? So she said that it was very challenging, right? Very challenging. Even she mentioned another characteristic about the training. She said the training was a piece of cake, right? Is correct? The training
Yeah,
was
more or less piece of cake. She say more or less difficult, but
uh
no, it's very challenging.
it was very challenging.
Yes,
There you go.
yes.
That's correct. Great job. I like that. So yes, that's correct. So in this case, she described that the training was, yeah, it was awesome. Challenging, right? And a bit difficult, right? Not too much, right? But a bit difficult. All right. When was the first time Miss Sanina came to the latest company? When? That's important. That's a question. When? I need to know the time, right? When was the first time that Miss Sanina came to
2 years ago.
2 years ago? All right, great. That's correct. We have the answer over here, right? 2 years ago. She was the first international CEO to visit our company 2 years ago. Good job. And the last question, where, this is about the place, where did the training take place? Where? What was the location? I'm gonna show the conversation again. Remember, where it's about a place.
Was at the new hotel.
Was at the new hotel. That's correct. That is the answer, right? It was at the new hotel, right? It doesn't specify the name of this hotel, but it mentions that yes, it was a new hotel. Great, great job. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
So,
teacher.
all right. So that's why it's very important, guys, that we pay attention to the questions that people ask. If the question is using when, right? It's asking you about time, right? Was it 2 years ago, a few minutes, a few years, etc. If the question is with where, I need the location, right? Where something took place, right? I need you to remember that expression. Take place, tuvo lugar, right? Take place. So that's what it means. Okay, let's continue, guys. In that case, we'll practice. Hold on, just let me clean the screen. It looks too dirty. Okay, here we go. So it says how to use the verb be in the past, right? Use the past of be, and this is important, right? To talk, of course, about situations in the past when we use this pronouns. If I use I use was. If I say we, I use where. If I say he, it is was, and so on, right? For example, let me ask you a question. Did you have dinner before class, guys? Did you have dinner before class? This is
Yes, I did.
Was
Yes,
perdón.
yes, I did. Okay,
I
perfect.
didn't.
Oh,
You did it. Okay, not yet for some people. And what about for, okay, I know that Laura, she had dinner. How was your dinner? How was your dinner?
Good one, pupusa.
It was good. Okay.
Is
Only
was
one pupusa?
one, only one.
Only one? Is that
Yes.
enough?
I need low weight.
Ah, okay, you need to lose weight. Okay, I understand. Yeah, for me, one pupusa, for me, it's
I
not
want
enough.
more pupusa, but it's my sacrifice.
You did your sacrifice. Great sacrifice. It will be worth it, right? I will write here. It will be worth it. Valdrá la pena, I'm sure. It will be worth it.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Great example. Thank you. Okay. So in that case, my question is that one, right? How was, right? How was your dinner? Again, in some circumstances, we don't really use it, right? But if I'm talking about the dinner, it's actually using it. Okay, perfect. Let's continue, right? I will give you more examples. We have some examples here. It says the training was very helpful. All the employees were happy to attend. Now, let me ask you guys. In the first example, is this singular or plural? The training was. Is that singular or plural? What do you think?
It's plural.
Plural.
The training was. Is that plural? Are you sure?
No, it's singular.
That's correct. Exactly. In this case, it's singular. The training. It's only. I'm talking about only one. What about when I say all the employees were happy to attend? Is that singular or plural?
Plural.
Plural.
In that
Use
case.
the word.
Exactly, that's plural, right? And also, if you notice here, we say employees. Being more specific,
Letter S.
the letter S. Great job, Paula. That's correct. So if we have that letter S for this specific word, this is specific now, it is plural. Great. Let me give you another example. So this is clear, right? This is important that we identify if it is singular or plural. Another example can be something like this. If I say, I'm gonna take the previous example from Laura. I say, this is just an example, right? It's not true. I ate 4 pupusas for dinner. They was very delicious. Is that correct, guys? They was very delicious, is correct?
No, teacher. It was very delicious.
It was very delicious. All right, okay. What about the rest? Do you agree? You agree, or you are not sure about it? Actually, in that case, we can use like this, right? It was very delicious, right? I know that I'm talking about 4 pupusas, but in this case, I'm describing the experience, right? Oh, it was very delicious, right? Or if I want to like retake the idea about the 4 pupusas, we can say they were, right? But I'm specifying that it was 4 pupusas here, right? Okay. So that's the difference. Now we go with negative statements, right? We'll say it was not or it wasn't difficult, right? Normally in English, especially when we speak, we use a lot wasn't, right? Because it's a contraction. And for plural, we say we were not, we weren't unwilling to help, right?
Weren't. Wasn't.
Now, like for example, imagine I say, when I was a child, I you will correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a good sport. Oh, okay, I was not good at sport. Is this correct? When I was a child, I'm talking about the past, right? I'm not good at sport. Is that correct? No,
I was not.
I was.
Oh, I
a child.
wasn't.
Wasn't.
Or it wasn't, right? I wasn't good at sports, right? That's why it's important, right? If we are speaking about the past, we need to keep that idea in past. When we made those changes, past and present, people get confused. And the ideas, they get lost too. It's like, I'm sorry, are you talking about the past or are you talking about the present? I'm confused now, okay? Great, another example. My classmates wasn't, let's say, paying attention to the math teacher. Is this correct, guys? My classmates wasn't paying attention to the math teacher. Is that correct?
No correct, teacher.
Weren't.
Is warrant.
Weren't, exactly, right? Weren't. Okay, that's correct. So in that case, because I'm saying my classmates, so it's more than one, right? So in that case, we use weren't. All right. Before I continue, guys, do you have any question at this moment? Maybe something that is not clear? Any question or doubt? Nope. Okay.
Yes, teacher. Was in where only verb to be.
Mm-hmm.
Question did only the verb.
That is correct. Okay, I'm right here. We use was where only with the verb be in past. We use did with the rest of the verbs.
Thank you, teacher.
Mhm.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Great question. And actually, this is very common, right? That we confuse or we mix them. But it's not the case. We never, and I will write like this. We never, and I'm sorry that I'm using capital letters, but that's important. We never mix was or where with did. We never mix it. It's not necessary, right? At all. We never mix it. Like, for example, imagine a question like, hey, I'm just gonna make it up. How did was your dinner? Is that correct, guys? How did was your dinner? Is this correct?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
No, not at all, right? What is the correct question?
Who was?
Where
How was, right?
was.
How was your dinner, right? But what if I say, for example, what did you was eat for dinner? Is this correct, guys?
No.
No.
What did you
What did you,
eat for dinner?
what did you eat, right? Exactly. In that case, what did you eat for dinner? So was is not necessary here, right? It doesn't make sense actually if we use it. It's like it's too redundant the idea in past that it doesn't make any sense. Great job. So remember, for all of the rest of the verbs, we use did. If we want to use just the verb be, we use was. Only that. It's not necessary to use did, not at all. Okay. Any question about this? That's a good observation. Nope. No, okay, great.
Not
Wonderful. So in that case, we can continue practicing. Okay. We have this part over here. It says read the paragraph below and answer the questions. Maybe this activity, I will ask you to do it in the breakout rooms, right? And I will be joining the breakout rooms to clarify any question. Just give me a minute. Okay, I just sent the screenshot here in our chat, right? In this Zoom chat, you have the screenshot. And the idea is that you discuss, you read a paragraph, right? And that you complete or you answer actually these questions about the paragraph, okay? That's important. They are about the paragraph. It's not my personal opinion, okay? In this case, it's about the paragraph itself, okay? Any question about this activity? No? Okay. I will give you like 5 minutes maximum, 5 minutes for you to complete this activity in the breakout rooms. Once again, I will be joining the breakout rooms just in case if you have any questions, okay? I'm opening the breakout rooms. You have 5 minutes, right? And also try to practice, right? Answer in English, not in Spanish, right? Practice your English. So here we go. Okay, I see that some people are joining the breakout rooms. That's good. Okay, I'm just missing now just Diana and Hazel to join room number 1. Okay, now for the rest, I'll be joining the breakout rooms just in case if they have any question or if something is not clear. Okay, probably I will need to move to this room. Okay, here we go. All right. I was just checking the breakout rooms. Some of them they had like some doubts about this, so I clarified those doubts. They're still working on this. I will give them like 3 more minutes to complete this activity, and then we will check those answers. All right, I think that they had enough time for this activity. I'll be closing the breakout rooms in this case. Okay, I just will send them a message. Here. Hello guys. Task. All right. All right, there we go. Now I'm closing the breakout rooms, and then we have exactly a minute to complete this activity. Here we go. All right, now they have like around 15 seconds to join back. And then we will start checking their answers. All right, so time's up. I see that everyone is back. So it's time to discuss your answers, guys. Okay, for question number one, how was the training? I need a volunteer to tell me the answer. How was the training?
Me, teacher Julio.
Okay, tell me, Julio.
The training was interesting.
The training was, okay. Interesting. All right, perfect, thank you. Is that correct, guys? Everyone? Is correct?
Yes.
Yes, it is, right? Great job. And question number two, when was the training? Any other volunteer?
The training was last Tuesday.
Training was last Tuesday. All right, great. Okay, thank you. Is that correct, guys? Or you have a different opinion or a different answer? Yep, that's correct, right? It's even here in the first line of the paragraph. Great. Uh, did you like it, or did Mary like this training? What is the answer, guys? What do you think?
Number 3, did you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yes.
sh- she learned fix to equipment.
I'm sorry, she?
She learned,
Okay, she
oh,
learned.
she learned fix to equipment.
Oh, okay. Learn how to fix the equipment. All right, but this is, I think this is about question 4, right?
For that.
What did you learn? She learned how to fix the equipment. Okay. How to fix the equipment. Okay, yeah, that's right. Only that, guys, how to fix the equipment?
No,
Yes, it is.
have to prevent the mice
Damage, damages,
damage. Yes.
Yes. and how to prevent damage
Damage on it.
on it. Exactly.
On it.
Good job. That's right.
Teacher, in questions 3 is yes, it is.
Good observation. In that case, it's yes.
Yes,
Now,
I did. I did.
yeah, like in that case, like in this case, it should be like this, right? Because the question is, did you like it? The answer is yes, I did. But imagine if the question is, did Mary or Marie like the training, for example? What is the answer in this case? Did Mary like the training?
Yes, she did like.
Yeah, she did, right? She did. Or yes, she did like it. The difference is that this one, it's a little bit of long answer. No, that's okay. It's an option. Or like the short form is this one. Yes, she did, right? Perfect. Great job. All right. And the next one, was the presenter helpful? Was the presenter helpful? What is the answer?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Yes, he was, right? Did he use examples?
Yes, he did.
He did.
Yes, he did, right? Exactly, right? And done, that's it, guys. Easy, right? Okay, perfect. All right, do you have any question about this, guys? Any doubt? No?
No.
All right, okay, perfect. So, this is like a combination. This is what I want you to pay attention to. In this case, we are combining, and that was your previous question before. We're combining questions only with the verb being past, and also questions using did and other verbs, right? And that's important, right? Once again, we never use the verb being past was or were with that. We don't do that, right? It's completely incorrect, right? So that's something that I need you to keep in mind, right? Okay, I think that we'll practice a little bit more this topic, right? What I need you to do, and this will be your homework for Monday, right? Oh, before I forget it, this weekend, I will grade this instructions over here. Just give me a minute. Okay. I'm using my whiteboard. I need you to work on unit 1 and 2 or Google Classroom platform. Okay. So that's important, right? I need you to work on unit 1 and 2, right? This weekend, right? I will be checking that, right? That you working specifically in this units, right? Unit 1 and 2. We previously started this units, right? I need you to work on those units. I'll be checking that. And if you're not, right? If you're not enrolled in the group, let me know. I will be checking, right? But it's important that you're sure that you are enrolled. The last time I think that you received the invitation to join these groups, right? And it's important that you double check, right? I think that I will do it right now. Just give me a minute. I just want to make sure that I have almost everyone. And if you're not here, I think that we can send you the link to join. Just give me a minute. I have it here on my phone. Right here. So this is about our Google Classroom. Okay. So in this groups, or in this group specifically, hold on, I'm just checking now. Okay, right now I cannot check that information. Okay, they're gone. Right now I see in this group. Okay, in the group I see Hector, Precia, Hazel, Andres, Laura, Diana Saraí, Diana Carolina, Raquel, Julio, Daniel, Stephanie, and Petro. Okay, I think that almost everyone is here. Well, except I think that you're not in this group, right? Paola, did you receive the invitation to join the Google Classroom platform?
Ahorita reviso, teacher.
Okay, okay, no problem. I think I missed just Paola. But if you're not joined yet, no worries. I will help you with that this weekend. But again, it's important that you work on this platform, right? For you
No,
that want to.
teacher, only 5 models.
Only so that's for the previous modules, right? Okay. All right. I will report that, or I will send you the request to join. All right. I will send you the link in our WhatsApp group, guys, for you to join.
The chat.
Yes, I think that I will send it there. Hold on, just give me a minute. Okay, I just send it in the chat. Again, if you're not joined, please do it, right? So that you can be enrolled in this Google Classroom group, right? And that way I can check this weekend those exercises, right? And if there is any background or well, no background, any feedback, right? I will share that feedback with you. All right, perfect. Thank you, guys. That's what I wanted to clarify. Now let's continue. We'll work on this activity. Activity number 3, it says making comparisons. For this activity, right, you will write a list of trivia questions, right, using comparisons, right? Like the previous, somehow like the previous questions that I asked you at the beginning, but this time it's gonna be using comparisons. We had this part, it says comparisons with adjectives, right? You might remember that we studied some of these questions yesterday, right? Which country is larger, Australia or Mexico? Then Australia is larger than Mexico. The other one is which country is the largest in the world? So if you notice here, guys, we use these structures for 2 different purposes, or 2 important reasons. Reason number 1, comparatives. Reason number 2, superlatives. Now, my question for you is, guys, is there any difference between comparatives and superlatives? Are they different or they are similar or the same? What do you think, guys? Any volunteer? Mhm.
The read, teacher.
No, I just have this question. Is comparatives and superlatives, is that the same or they are different? What do you think?
I think it's similar, but I can explain, but I think is in Spanish superlative is similar larguísimo,
Mm-hmm.
and in English I don't know explain.
You don't know how to explain it. Okay, good. Great job, Laura. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, they are related, but they are not specifically or exactly the same. Like for example, when we say comparatives, we have two or more items that we are explaining or describing, I would say, similarities or differences. So it could be two or more items, right? For example, imagine if I say El Salvador is more beautiful than, I don't know, tell me a country, guys.
Nicaragua.
Guatemala.
All right, Nicaragua or Guatemala. Okay, great. All right, I like that. Proud Salvadorians. Okay, I like that. Okay, so in that case, we are comparing, right?
In
I'm
comparative.
in comparatives, exactly. Yes, that's why I have it here, right? For comparatives, yes, we have two or more items that we are describing similarities or differences. In this case, for example, if I say El Salvador is more beautiful, is this a similarity or a difference? What do you think?
Difference.
It's a
Difference.
difference, exactly, right? It's a difference. Now, on the other hand, when we talk about superlatives, and I will do something like this to have this clear. Superlatives, we are describing the item is the top of the characteristic. Okay, I'm not comparing, right? This is important. We are not comparing with anyone or anything. Okay, superlatives, I'm saying this is the top, right? This is the best example, right? I'm not comparing to other countries. There is no comparison. It's the best of the best, in other words, right?
Es similar o affirmative, is or not is.
Yes, something like that. Yeah, we can say it like that too. That I'm just like trying to confirm, right? That something is the best, right? Like for example, I would get into troubles, right? But I love that example, right? What is the best soccer team in the world?
The football soccer.
Yeah, but which like which team? What is the best soccer team?
The Real Madrid teacher. No, but Real Madrid teacher.
Okay, Real Madrid is the best soccer team. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
No.
All
Okay,
watch.
okay. So for Julius, Real Madrid is the best soccer team. Okay. Again, this is the best of the best. What about the rest? Is that correct? Do you agree? Is that correct? Yeah, I believe so, right? For some people, it's, it's okay, right? Like, I'm not a fan of soccer. That's okay. What about if I say, uh,
The better what
mhm,
the better Real Madrid than Barcelona.
Yeah, yeah, Laura,
Real
okay.
Madrid
You are
is
intelligent.
it's a better okay, soccer team than Barcelona. Okay, good. All right. So in that case, I'm comparing, right? I'm comparing Real Madrid. Oops, sorry, I made that mistake here. Real Madrid to Barcelona. I'm comparing. But in this case, I'm just confirming, right? I'm confirming this is the best, okay? You cannot compare it with another team because it's absolutely no way to compare it.
Nothing compared to Real Madrid. Nothing.
Nothing compares to
Nothing.
Real Madrid. Okay, Julia is a fan of in this case Real Madrid. Okay, great. Now imagine if I say, and again I will get into troubles, but okay, here we go. Sushi is the worst food ever. I'm gonna put it like this. Sushi is the worst food. Do you know what is the meaning of worst? What is this? The worst. Any idea? What's the meaning of the worst? No, you have no idea? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's the best bat.
Okay, like
The
something like
better
that.
bat.
Yeah, really, really bad. Exactly. So we have here, right? I want you to pay attention here on the screen, guys, that we have good, better, the best. The best is the superlative. Now we have bad, worst,
Was
the
the
worst,
worst.
right? So it's like really bad, right?
Como
Really, really.
feo.
Or like what we say in Spanish is la peor or peor, right?
Malísimo.
Exactly, that's correct. So once again, imagine if I say sushi is the worst food in the world.
All the food in China is the gross teacher. Of yes.
Okay. So for Julius, he agrees. Okay, what about the rest? Do you agree too that sushi is the worst food in the world?
I
Do you have?
agree.
Okay, he still agrees with me. Okay, good.
With wasabi, I think sushi is the worst food in the world.
With wasabi, okay.
With
And
wasabi.
without wasabi?
I agree. I like.
Okay, you like it. So in that case, it's not the worst.
Depend
Okay.
the topic.
Okay, depends on the topic. Okay, that's a good and valid point. All right, thank you. All right, so in that case again, when I say is the worst, I'm just confirming an idea, right? I'm not comparing with other food, right? Okay, so that's why it's very important that we use the correct expression there, the correct adjective. If I'm comparing, I use worse. Imagine if I say sushi is, for example, worse than, in that case, I'm comparing. Is worse than, what could be an example about this, guys? Then
The food of pork.
okay, food with pork. Okay,
Indian food.
like the Indian food. Okay, is worse than
Or
Indian food.
Japanese.
Japanese food. Okay, or Japanese food. Good. So we have different options there. In that case, I'm comparing, right? Okay. Or I was thinking about sushi is worse than pakaya. I'm not sure if this is correct spelling.
The
Yeah, I know. I know. It's like, do you like pakaya, guys? I know Paola, she doesn't like it. But what about the rest? Do you like pakaya?
Rellenos de pacaya.
Yeah. No, no way. My mom loves them, but in my case, it's a
I can, I, how can say in English, amargo,
uh, bitter.
bitter.
Bitter. Yeah, that's true. It's really bitter, right?
Papaya is bitter.
Papaya is bitter. It's true. It's true. In my opinion, right? My opinion. For me, papaya, it's like, no, thank you. If you want to kill me, papaya is a good option, right? But mm, I know it's Salvadorians are proud, but not for me.
Flower, flor de isote. Do you like?
Is that the flower? No way.
Me neither, Pacaya.
You don't like it either. Okay. But what about the sote flower? Do you like the sote flower, Laura?
No, I don't like.
You don't like it. Okay. Yeah. It's bitter
It's
too, in my
similar.
opinion. Mm-hmm.
It's similar.
It's very similar. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's continue because I imagine that situation and all right. Okay, do you have any question about this topic, guys? Something that is probably not clear? No? We will practice, don't worry. It's very easy. With practice, it's very easy. Okay, not at this point. Okay. So I suggest that you take a screenshot of this information here. Probably I will take a screenshot and I will share it here too. And
Teacher, I
Mhm.
I have a question.
Tell me. Mhm.
For example, I can see, for example, good
Mhm.
change the words
Mhm.
and the adjective, comparative, and superlative,
Superlative. Mhm.
superlative, but in another words only add the most or more. How I say about this? Only learning.
That's a good question. Actually, that's a good observation. There are like a list of adjectives. We call this irregular adjectives, like what you mentioned, good.
Okay, similar verbs. Yes.
Um,
Regulars and regulars
ex-
verb.
like similar like that one. There are some adjectives that they change, right? That's a good observation. That they change in comparatives and superlatives. Like for example, as you mentioned, good is the adjective. In comparative, we use better, and superlative, we use the best. The same for bad. There are some others. Actually, there is a list. I think that I will share that list in the chat. Because there are not like many verbs that we use or that we have with irregular or no verbs, sorry, irregular adjectives that we need to remember.
Okay.
They are just like a very few. Another one that I can tell you is like, yeah, like right now, like far. You know what is this, guys? Far?
Far. Lejos.
That's right. So like this one, it could be considered like a kind of irregular somehow. In that case, we say further. That's for comparatives.
Okay.
And the superlative is the furthest. So, but if you check here, we change the adjective, right? So these are the like some of the examples that they change when we use them. For the rest, it's very easy. We just add ER Sometimes we modify, like for example, here we add another G and then ER. There are some little changes. And for long adjectives like beautiful, we use more or the most. Something important here is that if we have like those adjectives with more than 2 syllables, we use more.
Okay.
Like for example, if we say beautiful, so we have more than 2 syllables, we use more.
Right.
Expensive, how many syllables do we have in expensive? How many syllables? Expensive, 3, right? So in that case, we use more. But imagine if I say long. It's
Long.
Como bastante.
right, like long in that case. But in that case, it's only 1 syllable, so it's not necessary to use more. We use only longer for comparatives.
Longer.
Okay, so that's why it's important that we don't mix them, right? Imagine if I say, oh, let's say this class is more easy than, I don't know, than the math, for example. Is this correct, guys?
No.
No, right?
I think no.
It's incorrect. What is the correct form?
No.
It's
Easier.
easier, exactly, right? It's easier to math, right? All right, and that's what we need to remember. But again, this will be with a little bit of practice, right? Then you will remember how to use them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Great question. Thank you, Lara. Okay, now we'll continue with the next part. We have some exercises that we will do together. We will work on this part. It says complete questions 1 to 4 with comparatives and questions 5 to 8 with superlatives. So we have clear over here what we will use. Comparatives from 1 to 4 and superlatives from 5 to 8, right? So it's divided into parts. And you will use the adjectives that you have here in parentheses. So we have small, high, proud of, large, etc. Okay. I will, in that case, share this screenshot with you too. I will give you maximum 5 minutes to work on this, but I think that you can do it in the breakout rooms, right, to discuss. I'll be joining the breakout rooms too, but the intention is that we discuss together just in case if you have any question, right? And also try to work with your classmates too. Okay, here we go. I'm sending the screenshot here. And I'm opening the breakout rooms right now, okay? Remember, you will have like 5 minutes to work on this activity, okay? So I'm opening the breakout rooms, work with your classmates, and then we will check if we have the same answers for all of this exercises. Okay, here we go. All right, 5 minutes running now, guys. Okay, I will be joining the breakout rooms just in case if they have any questions or if something is not completely clear, right? Here we go. Okay, I was working with these groups, right? Explaining a little bit more how to modify or how to make those changes with those adjectives in parentheses to use them in comparatives and also in superlatives, right? They are still working on this, so I will give them like maximum 3 more minutes. Well, two actually, and then we will check those answers together, right? But maybe three, that will be the top. And then I will close the record rooms so that we can discuss those answers and also that we discuss and get the answers for these questions. All right, so I will wait for that. Okay, I think that they had enough time. Now I'm closing the record rooms so that we can check these answers together. All right, so I'm closing the record room. They have 60 seconds to complete this activity. Okay, let's see. All right, they have around 25 seconds.
Teacher, I'm frustrated.
I'm sorry, Paula, tell me.
I'm
You're
frustrated.
you're frustrated. Why? Why?
The
Was it
activity.
confusing?
No cry.
Yeah. Was it confusing or complicated?
Or complicated. Uh,
Okay, okay, don't worry, don't worry. We will do this together. We will do it together and you will find that it's easy. Don't worry. It's only practice. It's only practice. Okay, we will do this together. Let's see. What is for number one, guys? What's the answer? What's the correct comparative? Which country is
small.
smaller, right? Which country is smaller? And for number two,
Higher.
higher. Okay, perfect. And
Is
number three,
crowded.
I'm sorry, more?
Crow?
More,
More crowded.
more crowded. More crowded, okay. And number four,
Long.
mm, we're gonna use the adjective that we have in parentheses. Here it says large.
Large.
What is the comparative for large, guys? An idea?
Larger.
Larger. Larger.
Higher.
So in this case, no, remember that for number five, this is with superlatives. Okay, so from 1 to 4, yes, it was comparatives, but from 5 to 8, this is with superlatives. So for this one, what is the correct superlative here, guys? Any idea? Okay, maybe this was a confusion. I will explain this. I'm sorry, yeah, Laura?
Highest and ST and the N.
That's correct, EST. I will explain this very quickly, guys. I was probably assuming that you previously studied this, but I will explain it again. In this case, when we use, and this is something that I want to clarify, long is only one syllable sound, long. Beautiful. We hear 3 here, right? When we have this one that is short, long, we only add ER for comparative. The longest for superlative. Okay, so that's the difference. Once again, large. Large is only one sound, right? One syllable sound. So the comparative, we use add R. And the superlative, the largest. And then again, the EST.
Is ST. Okay.
So that's for superlatives. And for comparatives, if the word ends in E, we only include R. It's not necessary to include another E. If
Okay.
we had dry, again, one sound, one syllable sound, we modify, right?
ER.
That's correct. We modified the Y for I and then ER for comparative. And superlative, once again, the EST.
EST.
That's it. Now, for other adjectives like beautiful, it's like 3 sounds, 3 syllable sounds. For comparatives, we use more and then beautiful. And for superlatives, we use the most. The most beautiful, right? Maybe that was a confusion. For crowded here, we use more crowded or the most, right? Crowded. So once again, getting back to this part, it would say high. It's how many sounds do you hear here, guys? There's only one, two, how many? High. How many syllable sounds? So what is the superlative? Is it correct? The most high is correct?
No.
What is the correct form?
Highest.
The
Higher.
highest. No,
EST.
EST, the highest. Which is the highest, right? Great job. What about long? What is the correct superlative?
Longer.
So the longest, right?
Longest.
The longest, right? And for expensive?
More expensive.
For superlative?
The more expensive.
The most.
The most.
The most expensive. And the last one? Deep. What is the?
More the deep.
What is missing? It's similar to number 5. What is missing?
Deepest.
Deepest. Exactly. The deepest. The deepest. Okay, great. So
The
that
superlative word is use EST.
yes, EST for like this short adjectives, right? Deep, high, long, small. Yes, EST.
Okay.
For long adjectives,
The last is not correct. The more deepest.
not for this one.
No.
Because in
Okay.
this case, we are using superlatives, right? Not
Okay.
comparatives.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good observation. Yeah. And for those long adjectives like expensive, beautiful, long adjectives, we use the most for superlatives, okay? But don't worry, we'll practice this on Monday, right? Once again, I need you to work on those units, unit 1 and 2. And on Monday, we'll practice more about comparatives and superlatives. And I'm sorry that I took some extra minutes. I'm sorry, Laura?
No. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. All right. So in that case, thank you guys for being in class. I noticed that it's time already. So have a wonderful weekend and have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
See you. See you Monday.
See you Monday. Bye-bye, guys. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.